Well, good morning, everybody. This is DearMamaSal on overcast Wednesday morning. It's 6 degrees here in southern British Columbia, which would make it 42, I think. Hang on a second. Let me just check that. Yeah, 42 in American. And the most important part in my life, I'm so excited. It's only 31 days until spring. Yay! I know I normally save that for a Thursday, but that's nearly in the 20s, people. Now, I'm hoping that some of you got some good moments out of yesterday's 2 vlogs. I decided to split the vlog into 2 slightly shorter ones, and I just would like some feedback if you prefer it that way. I originally started doing the longer all-in-one shot things because I was asked to, but if you prefer sort of slightly shorter ones, but 2 of them, let me know. It's slightly more work, but you know something? What takes me longer on the one side actually takes me less time on the other, so it's sort of not a major issue. So let me know what suits you guys best. Today I wanted to talk to you about another secret of happiness. And it is one that a lot of people struggle with. And it's really quite sad. If I concentrate on it, I won't be very happy. It's the subject of perfection. I've always said that don't worry about perfection, excellent is good enough. But the truth is that how many things are you not doing in your life because you think you might not be good at it? How many things does your inner kid really want you to try, but your adult saying, I'll make a total fool of myself if I try that? And I'd like to lump all those sort of thinkings into one about perfection. I was trying to think last night, which of course at my age is a problem, but I was trying to think last night about how many things I had tried in my life that were slightly outside the box, so to speak. I would definitely say that trying woodwork was outside the box for me, and I really didn't even worry about not doing it well. I just desperately needed a built-in cupboard in a bedroom that I had, so I built it. I was thinking about the bricks and mortar type barbecue I built. I hadn't the foggiest idea how to do that. But I asked a lot of questions, and a lot of people gave me some good hints, and off I went and did it. Be it that I was probably the best looking barbecue builder in the district, because I remember it was in the blazing hot sun in Africa, and I did it wearing a bikini. And in those days, I was worth looking at when I was wearing my bikini. But you know, it was really, I never dreamt that I couldn't do it. I did find out, however, why a lot of brickwork is covered up with stucco and stuff. Covers up a lot of imperfections. So after I'd finished my brick barbecue, I realized it looked a little wonky in places, so I put stucco on it so that I could It wasn't perfect. Who cares? It was actually quite a major selling point of the house for some reason. Major because it was such a great design, I like to think. Did I know how to design a barbecue? Absolutely not. I just asked myself, what do I want in my barbecue? And one of the major things I wanted was to be able to cook breakfast on it. And so I designed a barbecue I could cook breakfast on. All right. Now, the next thing was I had no idea, where to get the specialized plates that I needed. The grills and things made. So I asked. I went to my local hardware place and went, okay, if I needed this, where would I go? And they told me. I said, thank you. And off I went. And there I was, this cute-looking 30-something. And I'm going, all right, I need this made, please. And then they'd say to me things like, well, do you need it to be, this, and this? I said, I don't know, do I? You would probably know more about that than I do. And then they'd advise me, and I go, what's the difference in cost? And then after I threw up, I'd make a decision. That's a bit expensive, but is it worth it? Is it worth it to be able to leave your barbecue plates out all year? Yeah, that's worth it to me. So anyway, there were lots of things I've tried in my life. As you heard, I was a navigator on 2 major international road races, the Trans-Kalahari road race and the Roof of Africa. Had I ever been a navigator before? No, I hadn't the foggiest idea how to do that. Did I worry about failing? Well, I want to tell you something. That I perhaps was too stupid. I don't know. But if you give a wrong instruction when you're doing 120 miles an hour into a hairpin bend, your driver better know this is a hairpin bend. You don't want to make too many mistakes on something like that because you can die. So there were a lot of things. There were a lot of things that really were way beyond my knowledge that I tried because I wanted to. And so I really challenge you all to have a little think about what is it you've seen on television or seen somebody else do and you've thought, I'd quite like to try that. And they think, no, I just won't do well at it. Who cares whether you do well at it? Who cares about that? Now, one of the things that I am really aware of, for example, is that I'm still wearing my DearMamaSal watch, as I call it. It's called a Runtastic, my particular one. And I think I got it in July. And the first thing it told me was that I'm a slob. I mean, I remember that quite well. Well, it didn't actually physically tell me that. It just, I told myself that when I saw how little I was walking. I looked at it in the last couple of days when my energy's been a little bit higher and realized that I am managing to put in well over 6,000 steps a day now. That's double what I was doing a year ago. And it isn't because I've been forcing myself out or doing whatever, although I'm going to start doing that again now that spring is just 31 days away. But it's like to be able to do 6,000 plus steps. In fact, the last 2 days, I've done over 7,000. Now, my goal is to get myself up to 10. And so I could have looked at my I'm a Slob watch and gone, oh, it's just making me feel depressed because I'm so far behind where I'm meant to be. and, throwing the watch away. But I didn't. You see, what I wanted to do was I wanted to get more fit. And I'd like to say that whether I like it or not, I'm twice as fit as I was a year ago, or 9 months ago. Why? I'm putting in twice as many steps. Now, is it perfect? Did I make it up to 10,000 yet? No. But is it 100% improvement on where I was? Yes. And am I losing weight? No. Actually, I am. That's not true. I am beginning to lose weight now in a different way. But not dramatically. Why? Because I keep feeding my face. I seriously do believe that losing weight has less to do with exercise and more to do with what you're putting in your body. However, if you wish to keep putting what you're putting into your body, you better do exercise to make up for it. And I guess the important part of this is I'm not packing on weight anymore. You remember, those of you who've been followers of mine for some time, that I put on 30 pounds when I gave up smoking. And I forgave myself for that because I was told by a medical type person that, quite honestly, although the extra weight is not healthy, it is more healthy for you than smoking. So I look at perfection and how many things, that's what I notice, how many things it stops people from doing. Now, somebody asked me, for example, I was talking to the broadcast viewers about something, and we got to talk about horses for some reason.